piece of trivia, did you know, and I don't remember where I heard this from, but they were originally going to call Great Balls of Fire Bad Blood, and for whatever reason, Vince thought that Great Balls of Fire would be a better name.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Alright, I'm BigPapaGrump.
I'm Junior.
We're the Board of Doom, and this is our Backlash predictions video. As usual, anybody who's not in the video, basically everybody from the Board of Doom except us, we're gonna put their predictions at the end of the video, just like last time. I'll scroll it with text and all that.
And I have a prediction. UpperCut's guessing 0 right.
I don't think so. Getting 0 right is
perfect.
That takes colossal effort right there. We have had 1-0 in the history of the board, and it's owned by the Wife of Doom, and it was like a year ago. And it was the pay-per-view after she went perfect. She went 7-0 and then like 0-6.
3 perfects.
Just for trivia purposes, there have been technically 5 perfect boards. 4 of us have done it. I've done it twice. He's done it once. Wife of Doom did it once. And CJTruth did it once. We've had a bunch of near perfects. We've had a whole bunch of and ones. But you may actually have the record for the and ones.
I might have a bunch of and ones.
So like
that's just because I kept picking the Shield and they didn't want to boost them at the end because they were breaking them up.
So starting with the pre-show match, with very little build-up, you have Ty Dillinger and Aiden English.
Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, I mean, they've been jobbing out Aiden English pretty quick. I actually imagine that this may be a showcase for Aiden English to actually come out and put in a decent performance. It's on the pre-show. I believe it's the only match on the pre-show. So they've got the full match time, you know, like 10, 15 minutes. Dillinger's going over. Yeah, so but I would like to see Aiden English actually look, because Aiden English is really good in the ring. So it was nice to see him showcase that, but they probably won't let him. We'll probably lose in like a minute. Next is the 6-woman tag match with Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Charlotte against Tamina, Natty, and Carmella.
Welcoming committee.
Yeah, the welcoming committee. I'm on a thing where I'm refusing to acknowledge that.
With
James Ellsworth. Yeah. So it's 3.5 on 3. The heels have to go over in this because
they lost every single SmackDown up until this point.
Well, there's that, and then there's the fact that you've got to build the tension between Charlotte and Naomi, and I still think Becky Lynch is turning heel at the end of all this. Not in this match necessarily, although it wouldn't surprise me if after the loss she just goes last kicker, fire, and just lays the SmackDown on their candy asses. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be later. This is going to be the start of a slow heel turn for her.
Natty's team wins.
Yeah, so we're going with the welcoming committee and James Ellsworth.
That brings us to the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match between the Usos and Breezango, who is my pick.
I'm going with the Usos for a different reason. One, I'm not underselling the job that Tyler Breeze and Fandango have done. The Fashion Police thing has been some of the best stuff on SmackDown. And as far as comedy skits, it's been some of the best comedy skits that WWE's written in a long time. That being said, I think the Usos hold on to the titles because of the New Day.
Fine. My pick's for you, GoldenBoy. Just saying.
Why? He was going to pick them anyways.
That's the point. I picked Breezango because he's going to pick Breezango.
Okay.
I'm shouting him out because he never films anything.
So we come to Shinsuke Nakamura's in-ring debut, sort of, against Dolph Ziggler. And I think this is going to play out very much like the Shinsuke-Sami Zayn match, where it's going to go maybe not super long, but it's going to be one of the longer matches of the night, and it's going to really showcase both guys, and Shinsuke goes over. Because I don't think you build... Normally, whenever... he's gotten over Ziggler at every turn, and normally that spells doom. But they've hyped up Shinsuke so much, and I think they learned from the AJ Jericho thing at WrestleMania, where they put Jericho over just to swerve everyone. It did not work out well. It still has to make sense. And I don't see a universe where Dolph Ziggler going over Shinsuke without any kind of outside interference, and there has been no indication that there would be any. It wouldn't make sense.
I'm going to say Ziggler only due to the fact that if he loses anymore than he already has.
Well, he could lose to Shinsuke and it still looks, and he can still look good.
I'm going to say Ziggler because I don't think he should lose this. I mean, I understand building Shinsuke the way you would do what you said, but I honestly think Ziggler going over would be really cool.
What I think is going to happen is that Shinsuke is going to win his debut, and you're going to see a more devious, heelish Dolph Ziggler if they're planning on extending this feud past this match.
Right. No, I'm just going to say Ziggler. Next, we come to Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin kind of has to go over because if Jinder Mahal's not going to go over and Randy retains, then your next credible heel on the roster is Corbin. And they've been building Corbin up. And even though it was not the best build-up of him during the build-up to WrestleMania, I still think that they did enough good with Corbin's character.
He killed Ambrose with a forklift.
Yeah,
That's pretty OP.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think Corbin goes over. Sami Zayn has basically become great match, put someone over.
Yeah, Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Battle?
Although the Shinsuke thing, that was his way out.
Yeah.
So that was his farewell to NXT, and you go out on your back. So
I mean, he's put Miz over. He's
put everyone over, and I'm still waiting for someone to put him over. Well, technically, Owens put him over, but
yeah.
All right, next you have the United States Championship match between the face of America, Kevin Owens, and the face that runs the place, AJ Styles, in the Battle of Faces, and not in that cool way. I think Owens, through shenanigans, holds on to the title. I don't think they're going to take it off him yet. And plus, they're saving AJ Styles to go after somebody for the world title. I don't think they're going to keep Styles in the mid-card very long.
I'm going to pick Styles because I have to, or Golden Boy is going to kick me out of the AJ Styles fan club. So, last but not least is the main event, which is for the WWE Championship, which is Headlock versus Jinder Mahal. And I think Randy goes over because I don't know why they put it on Jinder. I mean, they could do something maybe with the Bollywood Boys, but I think Randy goes over just because I think he has better feud potential than Jinder. Not that Jinder's kind of boring to me.
I think they need to build Jinder up before they give him a credible heel push. I don't think they're going to just slap the title on him. They've done that in the past with just dangerous results. Well, no, not so much that. I'm talking just slap the title on somebody for shock value. I think Randy retains, although I think there's going to be post-match shenanigans. In fact, it might even set up his next feud, potentially, whoever it is. Yeah, because Baron Corbin and all that. So, but yeah, I think Orton retains.
I've been Junior.
I've been Big Papa Grump. We've been the Board of Doom, and stay tuned for our full predictions in text form. And we'll see you next time.